I gotta make that go longer, man. I was vibing with that. Twisted D's here with Tennessee Flatbedder.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, I was over there jamming with that. I like that intro, man. I like the music on there. But to business, what's been going on in your trucking life, Tennessee?
Oh, it was hectic this week. I got stuck down in Oklahoma for no freaking reason because the receiver decided he wanted to play games, and it was let's only unload one bundle out of the whole load of 20, and then take it all the next day.
Oh, so he took one bundle off and said, "I'm not taking the rest. You gotta leave."
Yep.
Was he rejecting it or what?
No, he was trying to send it back to get the refund from it. And then, so that next morning, he trying to get it rejected or get it sent back because they only ordered 120 feet. Each bundle is 120 feet. They sent 20 bundles and he only needed one. So we got it worked out to where he was taking one, I was taking the rest and taking it back to Troy, Illinois from Oklahoma. That morning, I got up at 8 o'clock, got the word, take it back to Troy. I left the truck stop, all tires rolling. I get on the interstate. 4 miles later, I realize I've got a brake locked up on the back right rear of my trailer, flattened 2 tires. So while they were fixing that, I have my fleet manager call me saying, hey, the receiver's going to take the whole load. So
how many
9 miles later,
back?
I have to turn around and go back and unload it after I untarp it again. And then 3 hours later, I ended up in Duke, Oklahoma, which is on southern west side of Oklahoma before I got back Wednesday.
So is Prime gonna pay you for that time, or are you just out?
I got extra pay for doing all that juggling around with that load. So for tarping twice, for extra pay for the hassle and the extra miles that I'm supposed to get for that.
Okay, so they hooked you up anyways. They made it right.
Yeah, my fleet manager made sure I got squared away on that. Because it was just bogus what that receiver did. And then take it, and then when I get there, the only people that I see was the 2 people unloading me. I didn't see the foreman that was over the laydown lot at the refinery. He kept hidden the whole time because he didn't want to show his face because he could have taken all that the day on Monday.
Wow. Man, I'll tell you what, rejection, like I couldn't even imagine being flatbed and getting something rejected because what, you got to take it back to the shipper, all the way back to the shipper if they reject something?
Yeah, we have to take it either back to the shipper or back to the yard, and the shipper resells what we have on our trailer to a different location.
Ouch.
And their next location would be actually Sherman, Texas, just on the inside of Texas from Oklahoma. So that would have been the next place I could have taken it. But they didn't technically reject it. They said they only ordered 120 feet, and they got 20 bundles instead of just one.
With us, hold on real quick. Before I get into with us, I see that Dakota trifecta this morning. Look at that. Congratulations. That is awesome. So congratulations. Trifecta, that's awesome. Good work.
See an FBG in chat.
Welcome to the Prime family. Welcome. Happy for you. Happy. Yeah, and then Jeff throws in the FBG. But let me get back to subject real quick. Whenever you reefer, you get a load rejected, and especially if it's like candy, like Reese cups or something like that. You give me Reese cups, I'm gonna be even fatter. Like I can't help myself. It's Reese cups. So like when they reject the Reese cups, it's like tear the labels off and trash it. You're all like, what? I will trash it to my refrigerator. Or sometimes you might get it, you might have to donate it. And whenever donation is not the greatest thing in the world, because sometimes you got to take it to where there's not good docks and stuff like that. And you have to, like in the middle of the city to some place like a shelter or something, and you got to take it over there and you got to unload all that stuff and get a receipt for it so you can scan it in. That's a big hassle. But if it's just like a few things, throw it away. But you contact claims and you go through the process with them, tell them what all was rejected, send your pictures in, and let them make the decision on what happens to it. We don't get to make the decision of it. So it's kind of different with reefer than it is.
Well, that would be a difference of if we have a load rejected. Now, this load wasn't rejected. They were just saying that's not what they ordered. And they were trying not to eat the cost of what they got sent.
Dakota said, "Thank you, sir. I missed 2 things on my pre-trip. Was very excited."
Hey,
awesome.
A win's a win.
That is cool. 0 points on the drive, I'm guessing. 0 points on the backing.
Oh, that's good.
All right, let's get caught up a little bit. Nick says, "Hey, how are you doing?" We are doing excellent. Actually, like I've been having a bad time.
Like right now, you're doing good.
I had an abscess that they had a cut in my leg, so I was limping around for 3 days, and they cut my leg and drained all that nasty stuff out, and I got a shoelace sticking out of a cut in my leg, and like I'm having to take antibiotics, but I can walk now, and like yeah, it was craziness. Peg Leg says, "Let's crank that cat." Billy Wheeler's in here. How's it going, Billy? Ian MacArthur's in here. Good evening. River Rich, I feel rejected all the time. Oh, poor guy. My heart goes out to you. You're not rejected here because you can cook, and the way to my heart is through my stomach. And you made some good steaks, and I ate them. And
also, a knife is to your stomach too.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Pegleg says, "Twisted, don't get me far as me in Reese cups, bro." Oh man, Reese cups. Like whenever they came out with the giant Reese cup at the truck stop, I bought that thing and I ate it. And unfortunately, it was too much peanut butter and too much Reese cup for me. And I was like, I don't know if like I want Reese's for a while. Did a video on claims just for your information. Oh, look at that. Tennessee, you watch his video on claims yet?
No.
I haven't either. He still wants a cook-off. I still want a cook-off between you guys. Backwoods, what's going on, brother man? MacArthur says, "I delivered a yogurt at a Target in Florida. 1 pallet shifted and they rejected the whole thing. Had to take it all back to the shipper in Indiana." Dang, a whole pallet. You know what happened to one of my buddies? How many likes already? Oh, just 4. So one time, the only other time I heard of a entire load getting rejected is my buddy. He took this trailer to a receiver, and like this receiver was top of the line, like cleanliness and all this stuff. Well, whenever they backed the trailer into the building, the doors opened up on the inside. When they opened up the doors on the inside, a bird flew out and into their warehouse, and they rejected his load, and he had to take it all the way back to the shipper. And I don't even know how the bird survived in the trailer with the reefer unit on, but it did, and it flew around their warehouse, and they tripped out, and he got a lot of trouble. How did a bird get in there? Well, I don't know. So he took it back to the place that loaded it because they rejected it. And what they did is they just pulled it off of his trailer and put it on another trailer and sent them back with the next trailer. So they took the product anyways, but it was kind of crazy. A bird flew out of the trailer in their building and they flipped out. Dakota says 2 on back end, 3 on driving. Just barely though. Still made it. All that matters. Yeah, my student passed today too. So I tested out. I tested out my guy Ron, and he was out there. Bam! He did his test. It was really quick. I remember I was all like, I text Tennessee. I said, "Can I go vape?" I think I texted you, or I was about to text you, and
Yeah, you texted me.
so I looked out. He was gone. I was like, "Oh, time to vape." So, congratulations to both of y'all. Cornbread Mafia. Look at that name, Cornbread Mafia. Before Reese's, I get Hershey's chocolate bars and spread peanut butter on it. That was back in what, 1918? I don't know when Reese's came out. Let's see when Reese's came out. When do you think the first Reese's came out?
I wouldn't know.
Hey, look, I was close. So before Reese's came out, they came out in 1928. So before 1928, Cornbread Mafia was spreading peanut butter on chocolate, on Hershey's. We found out your age because Google is a dangerous toy. Crazy Hair TV Show says, I have to say, this is the first time tuning into a live. Hey, well, I appreciate it. That was fun on TikTok. I'm going to have to try that again. Like, I'm trying the new experience out over there. It was fun, though. I liked it. I just got to do some research and figure out what's going on over there because there's a lot of options and you can do all kinds of crazy stuff over there. Jeffrey says, answer your question a few weeks ago. Flatbed does do some hazmat. One of Tennessee's ex-students is under a load now that has one HVAC 40K number that requires a placard and certification. Did you know that, Tennessee?
Well, obviously only our lease ops will haul those.
I bet it was your student that we saw today going down to Texas. He looked pretty responsible. He probably took a hazmat load down there to Texas.
Yeah, no, that wasn't him. I know that.
Oh. River Ridge, West Virginia. Tennessee isn't ready for a cook-off challenge.
Yeah, right now I'm not.
What's that? World's smallest violin?
No. The cash ain't there yet.
The cash ain't there. Big LLK says, I have 6 months experience and interested in Prime Regional. Going to contact them tomorrow. Can you speak on you regional experience and pay? So like regional, the only time like I'm considered regional right now because they started that Midwest regional and they said that I'm on it. It's not really affecting me right now, but whenever I was in the Northeast, it was run about 3 to like 450 miles at a time. And then I would deliver somewhere, pick up the next load the same day, take a 10-hour break, run it, and do the same thing. And I made great money because they kept me moving. I was short loads, kept me moving, and like the money was good. So I have to say that like I liked being in the Northeast, and I know a lot of people hate being in the Northeast, but I'll tell you what, I like the Northeast. I did not have a problem with the Northeast. How about you, Tennessee? You were on regional.
Yeah, I'm Midwest region, but I run all over the place still.
Well, how about what were you before you became a trainer?
Midwest region.
So how was the money on it? How was
It was still good. It was still really good.
Where'd all you run?
My region I would run is over to the Rockies, all the way up to New York, down to Florida, over to New Mexico, Arizona. Actually, the furthest I went down south that way is Arizona. So I was all over the place, up
Yeah.
into the Dakotas. So
And you made enough to take care of the family and feed everyone and all that
oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I still made enough to make my house payment, my truck payment, my motorcycle payments, and the old lady didn't have to work if she didn't need to or didn't want to. So
Okay. So there you go. We on the like that's something you're gonna start off OTR. So I'll let you know. Pretty much, pretty much most people start off OTR and they get moved into a regional position
I
because
asked for Midwest region.
you ask for relationship with your fleet manager, right?
Hmm. Well,
Y'all had
when
a,
I asked for it, I got my fleet manager.
oh really? So
Yeah,
before you got a fleet manager, I
right.
just figured you had the fleet manager that your trainer had.
No, my trainer was lease, and I was going company.
That's right. That's right.
So when I said I want to do Midwest region, that's who I got. That's when I got my fleet manager, and he's Midwest region.
Cornbread Mafia says once took a preloaded load from Michigan to California. Receiver found metal shavings in the floor. Whole load was rejected and took back to Michigan.
Ouch.
Thank God you're a company driver. It's right there. Dang, that's not good. I want what? Let me know what happened when you got back to Michigan. Or I'll ask you whenever I get to work. Pegleg says Tennessee. How did you load the? How did your load to the dimensional place go?
I appreciate you do that. And you know what? Before I answer that, I did call it today. I was talking to somebody, and I said someone is going to mention this place in the live tonight.
They didn't mention. They didn't say the name of it.
Yeah, but I'm glad Pegleg did say the unmentionable place. But yeah, that load was just way too long. It just got there at 1, got in the door at 4, and then didn't even get my bills until midnight. So, oh, I've read it.
He's calling you all the way out. He said, you know what? I'll loan you the money.
Hey,
He's
I
all like,
already said in the last couple of lives it's going to have to be in March, April when it starts warming up.
Set a date. My boy Rich is coming in. Well, I don't know. My boy Tennessee is also going to be there. I had both of y'all's food before, but telling you what, that reverse seared steak, like dude, it even had the what are the things called? I can't think of the seasoning he put on there right now. Truffle seasoning on the steaks. Truffle seasoning, like I felt like I was in a high class 5-star restaurant. It was good. Well, I'll tell you one thing: Tennessee's never made fun of my grill. Dude, he was cracking on my grill, man. Hurt my feelings. Taking a load of cherries to Wisconsin. Yeah, fun. It's been cold. You see in Texas on I-10 all the? Did you see?
I didn't see any, but I watched the storm coming into Texas. So
I-10, cars were just bah, and trucks, boom, boom, boom. It was like a bunch
you
of
guys
fog.
would learn the last couple of years of black ice. You'd get machines down there to take care of it.
Yeah, they just throw dirt on the road. Shut it down. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey says, don't expect to become a millionaire your first year.
No,
we're not millionaires. Flowers for me, boys. Oh, look at Versatile down there in the Florida weather.
well, bring it back with you.
Flatbed has a Fight Club load. What's that, Tennessee? What's he talking about?
I have no clue what he's talking about.
Well, you were shaking your head like you knew.
I was talking about bringing back that warm weather.
Oh, yeah. Definitely bring back the warm weather. Open up that trailer and fit as much Florida air in there as you can. 6 pallets of plantains was rejected at a Walmart for tip rot. You know, I had a Walmart reject some tomatoes one time, and I went to the truck stop, and they had a sign at that truck stop said, "Hey, if Walmart rejects your produce loads, call this number." And the guy, he pulled them all off, all the rejected stuff off, and he fed it to his hogs. And I was like, "That's great, man! Like, you're doing me a favor. Get it off my trailer." He even took the pallets with him and everything. I was like, "Oh, what am I going to do with these pallets?" And he's all like, "I'll take them too. I'll burn them." I was like, "Oh, even better. Here."
What makes me wonder is every time I hear Walmart rejected produce, it's like, well, what is their standard? Because half their produce in the store looks like that anyways. So,
yeah. Look at Versatile. Just too hot down here. Gonna have to shut down. Tennessee, I have a smoker that's unused, so you can try Smoke Out River Rich.
I have a smoker. I have the pellet smoker.
Pellet smoker. I'm an offset guy. I swear. To me, the offset seems like it puts more smoke into the meat.
See, that's one thing when I finally get out to Creasy's to start building my, I guess, my permanent shelters for extended living out in the wild. I'll have to build me a smoker out there so I can smoke some fish and some meat.
Yeah, you have fun out there. I'm not going out there in the freaking middle of the jungle or whatever, the forest. Live on the land. I might have to fight a bear. I don't think I win.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen any bear out on his property. I don't think he's even. I think he had one puma a while back, a mountain lion, but it's been a minute since he's seen him.
Look at this pity party right here. Pity party, Versatile. I've been banned from the streams. Guys, I tried hard to give my boy some steaks. What the heck, bro? We were supposed to go out to eat, man. You never text me or nothing. Hey, we're going to go at this time, or like you tell me we're going to go out to eat, man. Give me a time and everything. Tennessee, don't I tell you what time? And don't you tell me what time?
Oh, yeah.
And what do I always tell you? Make sure you text my wife and let her know so I can be there on time.
Yep, the old lady's coordinated first.
Yeah, there you go. Cornbread Mafia says Tennessee has a smoker. Is a joker and a midnight toker.
I like that reference. That's a good song.
Yeah, great song. Space Cowboy too, aren't you? Jeff says you're an offset guy because that's how we do in Texas. Exactly, Jeff. And that's the thing. Like whenever I smoke my brisket or whatever, like I think a lot of people from Missouri come over here and they eat it and they're probably like, it's burnt. No, it's not burnt. You're just tasting a lot of smoke in there because we like that mesquite wood. That stuff penetrates really well and puts the great flavor in there, like the smoke ring all the way around it. Living life. Weasel, where you been at, Weasel?
Hey, where have you been?
Good evening to both of you. I test out for my CDL on the 15th this month. Would have happened by now, but bad weather has been an issue. Tennessee been looking for your videos. Tennessee has went with it. Well, Tennessee, you tell them what you did with your channel.
Oh, my channel's gone bushcraft, where I'm gonna go camp in the woods, start fires, build shelters, and kind of that's what my passion's been. Um, been trying to look for a place to go. Got a permanent place where I can do some permanent shelters out at. That's an hour and a half away from me. The rest of them just been when I have the time to do it on the weekends. But here lately, the weather's been kicking our butts and not the proper provisions to go out there yet. So I'm getting them there.
So his channel's about living in the jungle in hammocks made out of leaves.
I might actually have to do that one time. We'll call it the twisted bed.
I make some good burn ends. Yeah, I like burn ends too. Man, I love burn ends. I never ever tried to make some. Captain Caveman, late but here.
Hey.
What's up, everyone?
I haven't seen him in a minute either.
So my wife before the live and during my TikTok stream, and it's been a while, Captain Caveman. No, he was here. He was here the other night. Was it
I didn't
Monday?
see him in when the live we did. I didn't see him.
I can't remember if it was Monday he was in here, but I know it wasn't too long ago. But anyways, the good old wife threw the Prime magazine in here. So if you drive for Prime, you get this Prime magazine every month, and this is the first one of the year. But what's on the back? What's on the back right here is the driver referral program. See this driver referral program? This is how you support the YouTubers out there. So if you're watching YouTube and you don't know anyone at Prime that referred you to come here, and you're watching the YouTubers and they're all like, hey, use my driver code, this is what your driver code's going to go to. So driver referral program, $100, earn $100 when the referred driver hauls their first load. So whenever somebody puts my referral code down, or Tennessee's or whoever's they put down, first load they haul, we will receive $100 for the first load. $500, earn $500 when the referral driver stays 30 days. 30 days? When they add that in there?
That's been there.
No, the 6-month one's been there. I don't remember the 30 days.
Yeah, there was a 30 days and a 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look through my phone. Wow. So after the referred driver, so after you get your CDL, if you used somebody as the driver code, at 30 days from that, then you will give that driver $500, and then earn another $500 when the referral driver stays 6 months. So that's the one I knew about. But that's crazy. And the other one that I know about really well is 1/4 cent per mile. Earn 1/4 cent per mile on every mile referred driver runs after 6 months. So after that 6 months, for every mile you run, the person that referred you will get 1/4 cent per mile. So what is that? 1.01, no, 0.00, whatever it is. For 1.1 point, what would it be? 0.0075 or so? I don't know how that works. And then $1,000. So this is an extra bonus they get to have you keep referring. So $1,000, earn $1,000 whenever 3 referred drivers stay 6 months. So when you get 3 referred drivers come in and they stay, all 3 of them stay for 6 months, you get $1,000. Did you freeze, Tennessee?
No, I'm reading chat while you're reading that.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Earnings example, refer 3 drivers who stay 6 months at Prime. You would earn $4,300, not including additional mileage pay. Program rules, the person that's referred must run under Prime's operating authority, A, B, C, or D, C, as a company driver or independent contractor. All active Prime drivers, associates under Prime operating authority A, B, and C are eligible to receive Prime driver referral programs. So anybody that's in an A, B, or C seat can refer people. To earn the bonus at 6 months longevity pay, the mileage pay referred driver must be an A seat. So the only way you're going to get some of these bonuses if the person moves up to an A seat. Thank you, Captain Caveman. It's point. So a fourth of a cent per mile is 0.0025. No driver referral bonus will be earned for a rehire. Previous Prime driver. So if somebody's rehired, what?
We got a super chat.
Oh, we do? Holy cow. River Rich, you put too many 9s in. River Rich.
Biggest chat in a while.
Whew. Dude, is that the biggest one? I think that's the biggest one I ever got. I got somebody that gave 250s one time and I was tripping. River Rich, oh my God. He just got tired of me reading this thing. He said, get back to the live. I'm sick of that referral program. I only had 2 more things to read, but that's out of there. That's gone.
Gone.
Gone, out of there. Are you happy? But hey, River Rich with a 99.99 freaking super chat, man. Oh my gosh.
He's telling you to get a real smoker.
Man, River Rich, next time you come to town, man, I'm buying the food. You're grilling it, though, but I'm buying the food on that lovely grill. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's crazy, man. $99.99. Holy cow. That's more than I made in a whole month of YouTube on YouTube. I only make like pretty much. Holy cow. Thank you, River Rich. That's crazy. I feel like Mr. Beast came in here and just dropped $1 million on the screen. And I was like, what? Dang. Now I got to find where I was at in these chat up here. Nah, you lost me at Mesquite, Oak, or Hickory in East Texas. West Texas is Mesquite. Yeah. Post oak, like I like to use post oak in the grill too if I can find some. Pegleg says I love mesquite smoke. I've done that with mesquite apple at the same time. Yes, and I do mix. I do like to have a stronger wood with a softer wood. Crazy says our truck was featured in there a while back. Yes, I seen your truck in there before. Weasel says definitely be checking them out. I've been watching the live videos. Awesome, Weasel. I'm glad that you now like Weasel was going to come to Prime, right? And unfortunately, Prime didn't want to hire him. And like I told him too, I was like, man, don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Wherever you have to go, like go for it. And he found a company that's going to work with him. And look at him. He's getting 15th of this month. He's getting his CDL, man. That's great. Like I'm happy for the guy. Yeah, you making all that money off me? Try to give you the hat for free, bro. I try to give you the hat for free. You insisted on paying for it. Crazy because no one is staying. Too much turnover right now. Yeah, there is a lot of turnover right now. Jinso Japanese Kitchen. Hello, I'm planning to move to oper owner operator truck. Give me your opinion. Uh, dude, it's a big risk. It is a big risk, but if once you get the truck paid off, you're gonna be like you don't have a truck payment no more. My only problem with buying a truck is if I'm buying a truck, I'm buying a fleet. Like I'm going all the way with it. I will buy more trucks and put people in those trucks and just keep on going. Because I want to, like, if I'm going that route, I'm going all the way with it. Like I always said, if I go lease, I'm going all the way with it. I'm going to start buying trucks and start my fleet because it's easily done here at Prime. I've seen lots of people do it and do it successful. There's a couple people on YouTube that are doing it and they're successful. They have multiple trucks and they're buying more, and it's not hard to do. It's not. Like here at Prime, you got the like, hey, you want to make as much money as you can do that. You want to make as little as you want and just be a company driver and be cool with that, guaranteed check every week, you can do that. It's whatever you want to do. So I know that I could make that and run with it. How do they determine 6 months? I think it's going to be the 6 months is going to be from the time you get your permit.
Yeah, your hire date.
The hire date, the CDL hire date. My bad. Thank you, Tennessee. I'm glad you were paying attention right there. Crazy Hair says, been here 7 years, and my trainer's still making money on me. Yeah, if you put her down as the referral, which I'm sure you did because she got you to come to Prime. What's up, Kenworth Rider? Kenworth Rider's been out there running that lease, man. He knows all about it. We don't hear from Kenworth Rider much anymore, but he's a great guy, real great guy. Backwoods says, I've had a driver get mad at me in Montana because he'll pull up behind the truck getting fuel and go inside. First truck pulls up, so I cut in front of him and in front of the unoccupied truck, should have stayed in his truck. Pulled up behind a truck getting fuel and go inside. First truck pulls up, so cuts in front of the unoccupied truck, should have stayed in his truck. Driver got mad at me in Minnesota because I pull up behind a truck getting fuel. So you pulled up behind somebody getting fuel, and you go inside. So you're inside, your truck's here. First truck pulls up, so I cut in front of the unoccupied. Oh, I think you mean you pulled up. There was a guy sitting behind a truck. He went in to get bathroom. That truck left, and then you pulled in from the side. I thought you meant you went inside. So,
that
hey,
video
man.
you showed a while back. Remember that video you showed?
Yeah, like the TikTok.
The guy squeezing in.
Yeah. Hey, he did that clean. I didn't think that truck was going to make it. Did you?
Oh, yeah. It didn't look like he had enough room.
No, it was tight. I know that was tight. What's an A seat? Jeff, you are an A seat. Right, look in the mirror, buddy. You are the A seat. Now, that just means that you have the truck. The truck's in your name. You're responsible for it. You're running it. Pretty much. Jay says, advice for a young trucker at 21 doing flatbed over the road. Tennessee, what's your advice? You're the flatbedder king.
I'm going to go with Jeff on that and just keep them wheels rolling. You're young.
What do you mean you're going to go with Jeff? Where'd Jeff say that?
2-3 comments down.
Oh. Keep running. Okay, so you're starting out 21. You're starting out doing flatbed over the road. My biggest advice to you right now is your first year is going to be learning how to run the truck. So, whatever you do, take note of it. Take note of what you do this year and take note of how you're doing things. Try to run your clocks a certain way, then try to run them a different way. That way you can see what's working best for you. That way you can start learning how to run the trucking industry and be the best you can. Like don't just sit there and, oh, my trainer said run the clock completely out and then stop, and then run the clock completely out and then stop. Like, start figuring out how to run the clock to pay you the most. Time is money. Find out, like, look at everything as experience right now. Your first few years, your first year especially, look at it all as experience running, trying to learn this stuff. It takes time to build your own way in this trucking industry, and that's what most people do. Is most people that come out here trucking, and, like, let's face it, a lot of us are antisocial, or we don't like being around people, we don't like being told what to do, we don't like working for somebody. So whenever people are giving you, like, tips, hey, try this out or do this, you're all like, man, this is my truck, I'm gonna run it how I want. Listen to them, take what you need from it, and then run your truck and try it out. The more stuff you try out, running different ways, stopping earlier, maybe run more to the load, going in early on places, what places you can go in early, anything you can figure out like that to better yourself. Knowledge is power in that case. And that's why, like, a lot of people, like, it's hard for somebody to step back and tell you how to run your truck. So that's the problem with trucking, is that it's real hard to tell somebody else how to run their own business whenever you know that they don't want to be told how to run it, especially whenever you don't like being told what to do. You know what I mean? So my biggest advice is, your first year, you're going to make your mistakes. You're going to learn from them. Every mistake you make, learn from it. Take it as a learning experience. Don't beat yourself up for making a mistake. We will make mistakes out there. The mistakes that we make in life and in general makes us who we become tomorrow. So if you make a mistake today, learn from it, make yourself better, pick yourself up, and do better. Don't let that one mistake control the rest of your time. Learn from what you do wrong and make yourself better. That was a lot. My bad, Tennessee. Were you going to say something? You look like you wanted to
I
add.
was going to also add to that. Watch how you're securing now, and then get advice on how you're securing your loads and running your tarps and securing your tarps, because there is going to be a better, efficient way you're going to find out that's going to help you better. My first year, first 6 months in, I was doing 2 hours to tarp a load. Now I've got it knocked down to 45 minutes to tarp 3 tarp load and secure it and get going down the road. So learn from somebody else on another flatbedder, because each flatbedder does their loads securement differently. Find out what's working for you and sufficient for you, and helps you move a lot faster instead of taking your time, because miles is money. The longer you're sitting there, the less miles you're making out of that run.
So don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to
watch somebody, get advice, get different ways to secure it, because one way is going to be a lot better than what you're doing now, or you can take that and then include it to what you're doing now and make it a little bit more efficient. Exactly. And then I was going to show this.
12 likes. What's that say?
29 in chat.
12 likes and 29 in chat. Man, y'all throw some likes on there, throw some dislikes. Just hit any button. Just start clicking stuff. Just don't hit the X in the top corner. That's all we're asking.
And we're 44 minutes into this, and we haven't seen Peg Leg yet.
And we gotta have Peg Leg. Let me read Peg Leg's comment, and then we'll let him speak. River Rich should buy your grill. Man, my grill's not for sale. It's a good grill. He's not going to buy my grill because he's just going to throw it in the dumpster. Now, we have a word from Peg Leg. He will teach you how to use that like button.
Hey, everybody. Hit that like button. Borrow my leg to smash that ding-dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
Being peg leg over here. If you ain't subscribed, you better subscribe.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that peg leg, so that way I can feature it on this.
Nah, he said your channel ain't about trucking. That's a trucker leg. It says cat on it, bro. Peg leg, I have to show him how to use it. Hey. I don't even want to talk about it. Keep those wheels rolling. Jeff says, well, someone this month, one of y'all should be getting a bonus from my dedication. Cheers. That's what I'm talking about. One of us. Where was I at? I was going to say something about a comment back there. Oh, well, it's too late. It's too late. Mama said it was time to come home. So, fellas, I move on to better things after 9 months obligation was completed. Oh, really, Kenworth? I didn't even know that, man. You left me in the dark on that one. You could have texted me and told me bye or something, man. Well, it's not goodbye. You still come in my lives and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, you did your 9 months, and hey, I'm proud of you, man. You took care of business. David Grant, what's up, guys? How's it going tonight? Oh, bro, it's going good. River Rich is feeling really, really. I think he hit too many nines on his super chat. I think it was supposed to be a $9.99. What was that? I just seen the trucker man run by real fast. Let's see it again. There he goes. Crazy Hair says, I'm completely different. I'm outgoing, talk to everyone, just do my own thing. I'm an entertainer that drives a truck. Yeah, some people are that drive trucks. Just for the most people come out here because they don't want a boss. They don't want to be told what to do. Like, there are a lot of sociable people out there. Like, I used to go back to my truck, man. I'd be walking back to my truck after a shower or using the bathroom or something, and I see that guy standing out the truck, like right next to yours. He's just standing there just looking for someone to talk to, and I'm all like, no, I'm victim number one. He's gonna talk to me. I just want to get in my truck and play my video games, but hey, I talk to him for a while, then I get in my truck and play my video games. You got to get on that Xbox and shoot some people up on some Call of Duty, man. I'm probably gonna get banned for saying that. Playing video games, race cars, no first person shooters. Backwoods, is 3 tarp load required for y'all, or is it your choice to use 2 or 3?
So on our tarps, I don't have custom tarps. So the size of our tarps to the size of our loads required us sometimes when we're using our lumber tarps to use one of our steel tarps sideways to finish covering the load. So that's just because I don't have custom tarps to cover a full trailer with 2.
Okay. See, I didn't know that either. I was like, I'm shutting up.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about this.
Lumber tarps have 8-foot drops. Our steel tarps have 4-foot drops. But our custom tarps is however you want them to the length that you want them. So that's where I was going to get to too, is our lumber tarps is shorter in length than our steel tarps. And our steel tarps are shorter in width than our lumber tarps. And our lumber tarps have a nose flap on them.
Huh.
So that's why you'll see when you look up top and you see a lumber or a tarp load come through and you see 3 tarps. is because of that reason. The load's longer than the blues can allow, so we have to throw the black in the middle to cover up that excess that we can't cover with the blues.
See, I didn't know that at all. That was pretty interesting because
The
I was all
links,
like,
I don't have the measurements in my head, so I would have spit them out too. But
a lot of the tarps I seen on flatbeds, they all just look like they're one piece because it's like they use the same color.
yeah, when you get closer, you'll see the fold where they lap over.
Where they lap over. See, I never really paid attention. I see a flatbedder and I always tell my students I couldn't do that because stuff's falling. Like I would be scared something's falling off. I seen a flatbedder the other day. His last two straps, they were just flapping in the wind like crazy. And
Yeah, he didn't stop and do his check and securement and his miles he should have.
The front, all the ones on the front were nice and tight, but the last two were just flapping, and he had all these stacks. They were double stacked all the way up his trailer. They were all these stacks, and there was one strap across each one of the stacks. I don't know. It was like a pallet with bricks or something in it. I don't know what it was, but those last straps were flapping. I was like, see, that's why I couldn't be a flatbedder. That looks dangerous. Jeffrey's his insight for Jay was your first year will be spent learning how to secure loads and getting quicker at them. Every load is a puzzle. Some are 250 piece puzzles and some are 2,500 piece, but all can kill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, were you in there when they were talking about chains versus straps on a plastic bucket that had to be strapped down? Were you in there for that talk?
No.
So I guess it was like a bucket truck, and then the shipper wanted chains on it, and the guy was all like, "No, straps. We use chains on metal. Straps and chains can hold the same weight." Or something.
Chains actually, depending on the thickness of the chain, can actually hold a lot more than a strap.
Oh, really? I wish you were in there for that conversation because I was.
No, yeah. This morning we were talking about a chain on the bucket, and by DOT standards, if you've got a backhoe or a bucket on your a front end loader, we'll put it that way. Either one that has a bucket on it, you only need to strap across that bucket just so it don't move. The shipper that he was pulling it from said that DOT says you need a chain across that, and you don't. You need just a strap. All you're doing is keeping that secured to the bed so it don't bounce off the bed and move.
But isn't the shipper the one that has the final call in it?
DOT has the final call on it.
Well, I mean, to let you off the yard, like if they're all like, "Hey, we want a chain on it."
Where he was at, he was getting information wrong, because even the final call is who bought it. Just like us tarping a load. If the shipper says we can run without a tarp on it, but our bills say it needs to tarp it, it's because the buyer wants it tarped. So, but DOT has the final say on the securement. And if they're saying a strap is legal, we can run with a strap. And if I was that guy, I would have put a chain across it, got off the lot, took the chain off, and put a strap on it. It was that much of a problem.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, man, just throw a chain on it and take off instead of wasting time. Well, I was like, I don't want it. I'm out of line because I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm a reefer guy. But I was just like, what's the big deal? Just throw a chain across it. Throw a chain across it, cinch it down, and drive on. I don't know nothing about nothing, though. River Rich says, I love you, brother. Just talking some smack. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
No, sir, I didn't hit the nines. I got paid tonight. Look at River Rich flexing, man. That leaser money right there, bam. And he went lease. He's making some bank. Now we need to get him to TNT train. River Rich hit that TNT training. Get you out here training, River Rich. Nick, I'll learn at Force and Ice that there are certain drivers that if you made eye contact with, they won't stop talking. Yeah. Oh, you fixed it right there. Fire and ice. That's what I thought you were saying. Dude, that 46 likes is going to be impossible.
That means we need to start getting this shared out, chat. Come on, let's share it out. Get more people in here and get them likes going.
There you go. Oh, look at you, professional YouTuber over there. Share this stream out. Get all your friends in here, your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, your mothers' mothers, their mothers, and all that good stuff in here, and tell them to hit the like button and then turn it off. The hotspot that I use is the Netgear Nighthawk. Tennessee, what hotspot do you use for your trucking?
Verizon.
Which hotspot?
Verizon.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a TV in your truck or Xbox or none of that. PlayStation.
Nope. And if I do use hotspot, I use my phone hotspot on my tablet on the truck.
Yeah, flatbedders are always working hard. They don't even got TVs, man. How do truckers deal with customs and checkpoints? You just go in there and whatever they want, you just kind of, we want to look in your truck. Here you go. Look in it. We want to look at this. Okay. We want to see your bills. Okay. We want to see your, it's just something you got to deal with. Like, they want to see your paperwork. Show them your paperwork.
You want to break the seal? All right. Let me get the new seal number so I can not notate it on the bills.
That's why I got that abscess, man, that I had to get cut open this week. It's Legend right there. Legend is always asking about boils and stuff like that. And like, as soon as I got it and they were cutting me open to drain it out, that's who I was picturing right there. I was like, it was all that guy's fault. I'm a hypochondriac and, he's just talking about boils and stuff. And now look, I got this big freaking boil thing on me. Anyways, I'm a hypochondriac a little bit. Crazy Hair says, later, guys, I got to join another live. I'm always busy. All right, later, Crazy Hair. Pegleg says, Tennessee, I got my new socket. 2 weeks. I'll send you the one out shortly after. Dude, shipping got expensive. I'll tell you that. At Legends 27, I avoid them. We as reefer drivers don't want to get caught with all those people in the back.
Yeah, the Mexican eggs.
Oh.
Crap, they hatched. Did you
Simple
see
Plan
that meme?
Trucking. Good evening, guys. Trucking through Wyoming on the 80. Yeah, you hit me up the other day, and let's see, when was it? You hit me up on Saturday after I left, unfortunately, man. I missed you. Sucks because I really wanted to go hang out. Backwoods says, I finally got back on flatbed, just hauled the transformer from the northwest and lumber back to the southeast. And back home for a day or two. Oh, you're out there running, Backwoods. Trapper. How do you say that name? Trapper? What's your favorite sandwich that truckers get? Tennessee, what'd you get from Subway?
What do I get from Subway? I get 2 different types of sandwiches. I get either the chicken bacon ranch or the double steak with double bacon on flatbread.
Oh, that sounds good.
It is. With
I like the chipotle wrap.
I like chipotle on it too, and then extra banana peppers and black pepper.
Oh, jalapenos.
I like banana peppers.
I put that and jalapenos though. Gene Scott, what's up,
What's going
Gene?
on, Gene?
Hello, Mr. Twisted and Mr. Tennessee. Hope y'all are having a good of weeks. As me got me a new TNT trainer.
Nice.
Good. I didn't tell you, did I, Tennessee?
No.
You know his TNT trainer. I have to tell you after the stream.
Okay.
How do you truckers handle driving on I-40 in North Carolina? You know, dude, it's not bad. It's 35 miles per hour for a truck to go down that mountain. It's talking about Black Mountain where my truck freaking died on me. Like my truck died going down it and almost took my first ever escape ramp. Almost. But you just do it. You just be safe, man. You drive a slower speed. If you do it safe, you're not gonna have any problems, unless your truck dies on you, like it did me, and you almost have to take the escape ramp. But I was not going too fast, so I got it stopped and everything. Whenever the truck turned off on me, I was like, "Oh my god, the truck turned off!" It was crazy.
So, in other words, slow and easy wins the race.
Slow and easy and safe. Pennsylvania requires chains, not straps on equipment. JGL out of Wisconsinburg. Been there, done that. I don't think that's where the guy was at, was it, Tennessee?
No, he wasn't there though. On required on everything but the bucket. Now, if the equipment has a bucket on it, you just need a strap with a edge protector across it so the edge of the bucket don't tear the strap up.
So even there, no chain on it.
Yeah, because there's certain parts of the equipment. Yeah, you're required a chain on all of it. Just across that, if it's got an arm with a bucket on it, you just need a strap to keep that bucket from bouncing up and down on that bed of it. It's basically considered an unsecured load, so that's why you're just only you're okay to do a strap across it.
Okay. So solo lease still doing good at Prime at the moment. I'm thinking about coming back for a while until I get my other business going. From what I understand, nobody's really having any problems right now. Like, I haven't heard nobody complain about freight in a while, except for Tennessee. Whenever he had to go back to the same place because the shipper or the receiver rejected his stuff.
Was just being a pain.
No, I haven't heard of anyone having problems with freight, not getting freight, or, some people still complain about having a deadhead somewhere, but that's part of it. You got to go where the freight is sometimes. So now I hear it's really hard to come with a CDL right now. So good luck with that. If you already have your CDL and you're coming here. Weasel says, yeah, Prime was my first choice. So it's going to be off to TMC. Who knows? Get out and get some miles laid down, get some experience. Either I stay at TMC or maybe give Prime another try.
Now, TMC is a pretty good company to run for, though.
Is it?
Yeah, they're a really good flatbed company.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, you might be in good hands there. You might have lucked out. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe there was a reason that you ended up right there. But, your first year is going to be your experience.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people look at trucking and they're all like, I'm going to jump into a truck and I'm going to make $1 million my first year or whatever. Like they see too many people out here on YouTube and different media outlets, and they're all like, these guys are just throwing this like wad of cash around. They're all like, look at all this paper I made out here. Look at this. And they're all like, people are all like, oh, you go out trucking, you make money like that? That's not that dude's first year. There's a reason that I've never actually put like my paycheck on the screen, and there's a reason that I've never took my like my weekly pay. This is what I made this week on here, is because I worked my way to get to the position I'm at. It would not be fair if I came out here and said, hey, I'm making 6 figures a year, and you come out here trucking, you can make 6 figures a year. Kind of not a lie on one hand, but kind of like I worked to get to this point. Like Tennessee's worked to get to the point he's at. So you can't come out here your first year and be expecting 6 figures. Like that's not realistic. You're maybe by your 3rd or 4th year, you'll see 6 figures, but you're going to have to find out what works for you. Like I didn't see, let's see. I think for my 4th year is the first time I ever seen 6 figures on my check, and I was like, oh my God. My buddy told me, hey man, sooner or later you'll be able to make 6 figures in trucking, and I always was like, nah man, you're full of it. You can't make 6 figures driving a truck. Like you're tripping. Then I got my first check that was 6 figures, and I was like, oh. It's like, what? I was like, I can't believe this. And like my buddies out there. They're all like, hey man, high five, man. You made it to the 6 figures club. Like Tennessee, you didn't start off making 6 figures a year, did you?
No, not even close.
It took some years, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
How many years are you at right now?
May 8th will be 6.
May 8th will be 6. So it took some time to get to where you're at. You didn't start out your first week and say, oh, I'm going to become a PSD instructor. And now look at me. It took some time to get to where we're at. That's what I want to let y'all guys know, is that you can't just walk into trucking, like walk into here and be like, hey, I'm here, pay me my 6 figures a year. It's not going to happen your first year. Your first year is getting experience, learning what you're doing. John Gonzalez says, what's up, people? Hopefully all is well. Coming at you from the Pilot TC in Dungan, California. Hey, y'all always making me read these hard words. Grapevine in California, southbound truck speed limit is 40 miles per hour and north is 25. And if the CHP catches you out of the truck lane, you're getting a ticket. No questions asked. Yeah, I believe it. My friend actually got a ticket there not too long ago. Pegleg says truck runoff in Black Mountain means Jesus takes the wheel. Yeah, it does, man. Like truck turns off on that, you're like, what the you're tripping. Philip Dodd says, hi guys, I started my PSD training at Prime, loving it. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Look, Cricket's over there having a blast.
Yeah, she's scared of the mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See how she was backing up on me? There.
Oh, now she ain't.
No, she was saying get it away from me.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Backwood says, I didn't know Prime will let you lease a lightweight truck. Saw one on the Bolsey's stage shop last week and a lady was leasing it. Yes, you can lease lightweight trucks. A lot of the lightweight trucks go on the lease program that you could lease it, but nobody wants them, so they end up giving them to company people. Last Lap Logistics says, Last Lap Logistics, I like that. Says, from what I was told, if you have your CDL already, your best chance of getting into Prime is go to a team truck. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. So, like, if you have a CDL, it's hard to get in right now. And I told people that it was going to come to this. I really did. And I foresee it getting worse. I foresee a lot of companies being like, we're requiring experience. There's some changes coming up probably this year, at the end of this year, maybe next year, where people are not going to want a brand new CDL holder. They're going to want somebody with some experience, because what they're going to find out is a brand new CDL holder is going to be making some major mistakes, because some things are going to get shooken up pretty soon, and I'm not seeing too many people hiring somebody with zero experience. It might be a good time to start looking at a mega carrier to get a CDL. Like, I'm just saying, or make sure the school you're going to is guaranteeing you a job afterwards. If there's no guarantee on having a job after you get your CDL to get your experience, I wouldn't even go to that school. I'm going to make a video probably pretty soon, now that I think about it, of what questions you should ask your recruiter, no matter who you're calling, whatever company it is. I'm going to make a list of questions that you should ask. Maybe I'll do a top 10 questions. Like, what's your pass percentage? What's your pass percentage of your school? What happens if I fail? What companies are you partnered with that y'all could place me with, and am I guaranteed a job at those companies? How long has your instructors, have they all been truck drivers, or are they just teachers? Have they actually been over the road as actual truck drivers, or did y'all just hire some teachers? A bunch of stuff like that would help out. Maybe I'll make a video like that pretty soon. Cougars fan says, backwoods, what do you mean? A lightweight truck? A hot shot pickup truck? No. A lightweight. Backwoods probably answered you, but yeah, he did. So the lightweight is a prime truck that is small hood, mid roof sleeper. Yeah. So what a lightweight truck is it's like the middle section of the Freightliner is cut out, like where the cabinets are in the refrigerator, that's cut out and it's pushed together right there. So the back of the bed is right behind the back of the seat. There's no cabinets there. The cabinets are moved up top. Lost Tennessee, or something's going on with Tennessee. But yeah, it's just pushed. It's pushed together. It's real small. Hey, Twisted, are you a hockey fan? If I'm gonna watch hockey, it's preseason, so I like watching preseason. That's whenever they do the most fighting. I don't know what it is, but it's like the preseason is where all the fights are. Once it gets serious and they start playing like for reals, there's less fights. Han says, got a ticket in California 11 years ago for $260, and he has not been back to California since. Just kidding. Weasel says, I'm not going to get hung up on bigger money. I'm gonna be a sponge. Learn. What's the longest either of y'all had to deadhead? I've had a deadhead pretty far. Tennessee's back.
That was pretty cool how you said that, and I popped right back into the screen.
Hey, what's the longest deadhead you ever had to run?
Longest deadhead I've had to run is 626 miles.
I'm looking up mine right now. I'm seeing the mileage on mine. My longest one was 1,700 miles. That's a lot of miles. It was
I
was on a
remember that
team
one.
truck. I was on a team truck. My solo longest miles.
Solo is what it counts, not team.
Dude, they sent us from freaking Iowa to California. Like, that's how long we had a deadhead. I was like, what? They want us a deadhead where? But Springfield to New Jersey was my longest one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one I remember.
Springfield, Missouri to what the heck was the name of that town? I'm just gonna put in New Jersey. I can't remember. There we go. The flights. I don't want flights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, give me a car, dude. Anyway, okay, 1,158 miles. Black Mountain doesn't bother me for some reason. I don't care for Vail. I don't like Vail either. Like, I don't like Vail. Vail's the scary one to me. Like, I mean, if you go down the safe, it's not that bad, but Vail, I just like. I don't want any load that's top heavy to go over Vail. It just seems like it's a real steep mountain. Bonds went over Vail last week.
Yep.
Was that your phone?
Yeah.
Oh. That thing sounded clear, like it was laying in this room. I was like, what the heck?
Because my phone is laying right under the mic.
If you got a CDL with no experience, how quick can you get with a trainer? As long as you got hired with no experience, you're probably going to go with no experience. You're probably going to get put with the in-house unless you had somebody that was willing to train you. So,
or
like,
you put us down as a referral.
Yeah, there you go. Put one of us down as a referral. Put one of us down as a referral. It betters your chances to getting hired. And this is what they said in the safety meeting. I don't know if I showed you that or not, Tennessee. In the safety meeting, the recruiter was in there talking, and she said, hey, whenever we see a referral on it, it goes to the top of the stack. We take care of the ones with the referrals first because I think they said 75% of the referrals stay.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it moves you to the top of the list. Try that out and see where it goes.
Twisted.
Feel free to add me on your application as the driver who referred you. You will click yes and then type in COXDJO. That thing is boring. I'm going to have to change that. But, yeah, like, when you come in with a CDL with no experience, you got to get eval'd. So you're going to go through the PSD phase, but you're going to get eval'd. And, you know, it is what it is. Man, I lost where I was at on this chat.
Did you just squirrel?
No, I lost where I was at. Because I unclicked it and I lost. When you unclick it, it unhighlights it. So you're like, oh, where was I at? I'm just going to go with Kenworth Rider. Vail's awesome. I went over it in the winter at night with my TNT instructor in the bunk the first week out. Man, well, hopefully it wasn't wintertime, but he was all like, man, you got this. Go for it. Yeah, Vail to me is more dangerous also. Yeah, I had the bobtail, like my deadhead was in a bobtail, no trailer. Also, I forgot to add that to my Jersey story. I was bobtail, a freaking mirror on my truck got hit, everything you can imagine bad happened right then. Except for my truck didn't break down. Jeffrey says the deadhead miles or company miles. Yeah, company mile, deadhead, it all pays the same. Loaded or unloaded, company pays the same. Hans, as long as you get paid, who cares if it's empty? Yeah. Kenworth Ryder says, I deadheaded from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Salina, Kansas. I knew as soon as I said it. I keep calling it Salinas.
Everybody does call it Selena.
For a load during the holidays, that was my longest. Night dispatch gave me the load plan. When my fleet manager found out, he was pissed. Yeah, I imagine so.
I bet.
Imagine so. That lease truck cost him some money right there.
Yeah.
Weasel says, what's the formula to use to figure out how long it's going to take you to get someplace? It depends how fast your truck goes. My truck will go 57 on the pedal, 62 on cruise. If I'm running a load, I'm going to put my cruise on 62 because I want to get there quick. And what I do is I trip plan for an average of 55 miles per hour. So if I'm doing a trip plan, I'm going to take all my miles divided by 55. Every 10 hours, I'm going to every 10 hours worth of drive time I have to do, I'm going to add a 10-hour break into that every 10 hours and then see where it's at. That's kind of the formula I use. Tennessee, what you do?
I do 60 divided by my miles.
60.
And then average in any big cities coming through. I added a little, like if I'm going to hit, I know I'm going to hit some hills, I add an hour and a half to it. If I know I'm going to hit a big city, depending on what time I'm going to hit that big city, I'm going to either add 30 minutes to an hour to that. And then I really don't add if it's a long miles, then I will add my 10-hour break into it too.
Yeah. And that's how I kind of trip plan. Tennessee likes to be more accurate by thinking about all the stuff on the road, and I like to just do an average. That way, if I run into something, I
like to know my ETA.
Well, I still got the same. We end up with the same ETA.
Oh yeah, but that to me, know my ETA because I've already got to the point where I can look down at my miles and know how long I'm going to be before I get there.
Yeah.
So that way I can tell either my fleet manager, the old lady, my student, depending on who's asking the question.
Oh yeah, that's like
sometimes the shipper or the receiver calls and says, "Hey, when are you going to be here?"
Yeah, and that's whenever you're getting close though. Like that's easy to do. If you're 60 miles out and you're doing 62, I'll be there in an hour. Like that's I'm talking about long distance.
Oh, I'm talking about long distance too.
They call you that early?
Oh, I've had receivers call me 2 days in advance asking when I'm going to be there. It was that the longest run I've done was from Pueblo, Colorado to Miami, Florida.
Airy Allure. Oh, I don't even know if I said that right. Sorry. Orientation Wednesday. Wish me luck. Any advice? Come in with your head up. The scariest part is leaving the house. The scariest part's leaving the house. Once you get here, don't be scared of that truck. Don't be scared of anything. You're here. You did the hardest part by getting here. Once you're here, hey, it's time to do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Hopefully they don't copyright me or something for stealing that, but you'll be fine. Don't worry, you'll be fine. My truck does 75. Myrtle Beach has a strip peg leg. Jesus. Kenworth says doing between 58 to 62 depending on my load and plan. So you were slowing it down some on some of your loads to save some fuel, to save money.
Yeah,
Brian says,
it starts out 58 and then ends at 62.
Brian Walton, what's up, guys? I'm on my 34 in New York. What a horrible spot to do a 34 in, man. Everything costs so much up there. Like, you go get you some dollar menu and you're paying for it. You know, Mama said it was time to come home. Found a Southeast regional gig. Awesome, dude. Like, I'm happy for you. Anything, like, you made something work for y'all. It is hard being away from family like that. I'm not even gonna front, man. It is hard being away from family. What's going on here? I don't know. Tennessee's over there doing this thing. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Updating the board.
28. No, 20 likes. You got a big X on it. Hans says, I'm in Oregon on my 10-hour, heading to Portland. Tennessee.
Update the chat. As soon as I put 28, we dropped 2 views.
No, I'm showing you Jeff's comment right there.
Oh. No, it was train. It was 3 AC units.
Backwoods, man. Y'all have some long deadhead miles. We don't get paid deadhead miles, so only place I'll deadhead is to the house to clean my truck out. Dude, I would have to get paid that, man. That sucks. Not getting paid deadhead miles. I'd be like, I'm out of here too. Brian says, what's up? I'm on my 10 in Houston, Texas. Hey, did the weather clear up down there in Houston? Because it was like, man, everybody's been talking about roads shut down and Texas being messed up with snow and stuff. Hopefully you're not down there in that weather. RJ says, would you ever do a live with we'll just say that RJ, the answer is probably a no. Sam says, Kenworth, long time. Weasel says, there's Avocado. What's up? Avocado said, I'm about a deadhead 300 miles, but I get paid hourly.
Are you moving right now?
Huh?
I was just asking Avocado if he was moving right now. He says he's about to. I didn't know if he was moving yet or not.
Oh, he's teaching. He has a student with him. I
Nice.
talked to him earlier today, so they're probably about to stop because they've been driving a while. I talked to him. I don't even know what time I talked to him. Oh no, he said he's parked now. Kenworth says, at Tennessee, you're right, about 58 to 62 empty, though I was doing 65 because I was getting mid 10 miles per gallon. Nice.
Like I said, the closer you get, the faster you go.
Gene says, not in Houston. All the ice is North Texas. Houston still messed up from the tornadoes that went through here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, all that storm system hit upward Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Well, like Austin had some ice and stuff like that. Tyler, Temple, a lot of that place had a bunch of ice and snow and stuff too. Dallas got hit pretty bad with the weather. Houston has been getting that misty rain for the past couple of days. Brian says, I'm in New York because I'm not coming off a Vermont load picked up there going to Columbus, Ohio. And Weasel says, sorry about misspelling your name, Avocado Acevedo. I'm good. How about you? And Backwood says, my 10 will be done in 6 hours here at Laramie, Colorado. So I'm going to get a little sleep. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later, Backwoods. Tyler is about 6 hours from Houston. Yeah, it's kind of close. When you truckers, that's real close. I'm good. Simply says, I'm good, man. Training now, as you heard. Got my new pay package and got moved to the elite fleet, which is the top 1% of drivers.
Nice. You're a 1%er now.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
What's that
different
mean?
slang in my world, but
What does that mean, Tennessee?
1%er. We follow the 1%er rules that the cops don't.
Cops don't follow the rules?
If you take it the way I meant it, not the way I said it.
Well, we're going to call it right here. I gotta call somebody. I gotta make a phone call, so we're gonna call it right here. We're gonna get off of here. Tennessee, thanks for coming to the live again. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, I gotta go make an emergency phone call. So we're out of here. Thank you all for showing up, man. And until next Thursday, we will be around. Add me as a referral.